So I have a couple of pen customers that are return visitors quite often, and they're local, so they actually visit me. And usually before I send them off, I say, well, why don't you take these pens with you and play with them for a while? When you come back, maybe you'll like them, buy them from me. I'm sort of like the drug dealer at the playground. Hey kids, you want some marijuana? But here, why don't you try this mushroom or this pill? If you like it, come on back. I'm always hoping, of course, that people will come back and want to buy more pens, but often the pens that I select for them to bring home with them to try out for a couple of weeks or a month or however long it's going to be are pens that are different from the ones they just bought. And what I try to do is to say, okay, now you know what flexible is like. What about fine and firm, or stub, or broad? Uh, Try these out. And anyway, these came back. He chose not to get these, which is fine. I thought maybe they would spark joy, but now they're back, and look at the fun I'm having with them. They're sparking joy with me. And I was particularly happy to get a couple of them back because I didn't really want to say goodbye to them yet. Somehow I was at a weak point, I guess. This one is one of those. It's a very long, slender Schaefer pen made for the Greg Shorthand Company. So it has the Greg enamel logo on top, and it probably says Greg on its nib. And there's something about the length and the shape, the thickness of this pen, the thinness of it, not the thickness, but the thinness of the pen that makes it seem perfect to have this kind of nib. And that same kind of nib maybe is seen in this pen, but this is a short stubby pen, and it seems to fit better in my mind in this pen. So it's really just makes me want to write things that are whispers. If I was a screenwriter for Hollywood, the dialogue between the star and the starlet would be, and their whispering would be written in this pen. Darling, I love you. Oh, sweetums. Likewise. Oh, let's run off and elope. No, she says. I want a big wedding, and I want to get lots of gifts, and whatever dames want. That's what she wants. I want a toaster. We can register at Sears and Roebuck. Well, you can't do that anymore. Register at Walmart. We'll have a registry at Walmart, and we'll get all the things we need. Or Costco. They could register at Costco. Honey, look what Aunt Mary gave us. A lifetime supply of toilet paper. When people are in Costco and they have a shopping cart, here's the shopping cart. Here they are. Yeah, that's what they're shaped like at Costco, usually a little bit on the round side. And they've got, 25 pounds of cherries or some whatever. You can't just buy a small package, you have to buy a big package. And then they've got this big package of 144 rolls of toilet paper. And I look at the food that they have in their cart and the toilet paper they have in their cart, and I think, what sort of digestive system do these people have anyway? How is that even possible that this much food can cause that much crap? And but anyway, back to our movie. Darling, oh no, let's just elope. We don't have time to register. We're too frisky. We're too horny. Whisper, whisper, whisper. Well, that would be this pen. And then the mother of the bride would come in with this pen, with this voice. Blanche, are you chatting with Wilbur? Or whatever his name is. Big, loud, nasty, screechy voice. I'm not doing the actress justice with my imitation, but this is what she sounds like with this pen, and I'm really happy to get this pen back because this one is really neat. It's just big and it seems to be correct. This is a short, stubby. This is the shorter version of the Skyline, and somehow the big, broad, flexible stub nib on it seems perfect for this pen. And so, yay, this is back in my possession, as is this and this. This is a Webster pen, and they made really, really good pens at this time. They probably made good pens earlier and maybe a good pen or two afterwards, but this particular model, I don't even know what it's called. I think it was sort of their copy of the Skyline pen. It sort of has Skyline overtones. If a Schaefer Balance and a Skyline had a love child, this is what the pen would be. And the nibs are really sturdy, and they're really neat pens. And I gave this to the guy to bring home and try out because I thought that this pen makes you want to write pressing down a little more. This sort of demands muscles being used. This would be the older brother of our bride-to-be, who sides with his sister. But actually, he's kind of has a crush on her boyfriend, her fiance. So that's why he's eager to have this union take place. Because he wants access to the brother-in-law, the future brother-in-law. See, why doesn't someone hire me to be a screenwriter? Because look at this plot. It's like really good. Now, what about this pen? Who's this person in the wedding party? This might be Grandma. This is the bride's father's mother. And the bride's father's mother doesn't like the mother because they don't. And so she's very forceful, but she's a little dainty. And notice how I hold the pen. It's the inside of my paw. completely. I'm not sort of likes being hidden. So she's working behind the scenes, Grandma. She's using her savings that she has in her little coin purse to buy the gasoline for the elopement. My mom and dad eloped a few weeks before they were officially to be married because they were frisky, shall we say. Can I say that on TV about my own parents? They were frisky. So they went to the hospital where my father's grandfather was to borrow the keys to his car so they could go to Iowa to get married. And listening to my mom and dad tell this story is quite fun, but well, that's not how it went. They both, I think, embellished things a little tiny bit. But they had different embellishments, so they would correct each other. My father's favorite part of the elopement story was they got to the justice of the peace and they had the marriage license and everything. And the justice of the peace said, well, now we need a witness. And they had forgotten to pack a witness in my great grandfather's car. So my dad went out. Across the street there was a barber shop, and he asked if one of the customers could come in and be a witness. So the customer came in, and he still had shaving cream on his face. Soap suds, my father calls it, but shaving cream is what it was, I think. Lather, not soap suds. Anyway, they were married and then married again on the planned day. So when it came time for the yearly anniversary, my parents would they'd have 2 days they'd have to remember, or in this case, forget. So who's this person again? Oh, this is the dialogue between the whispering couple. These are the lovebirds. These are both. This represents both lovebirds. So we've got the lovebirds, we got the mother of the bride, we have the grandmother of the groom, we have, who are these people? Oh, this is the brother of the bride. We still don't know who this is. Who's this going to be? This sort of wants to speak in a whisper, but it speaks forcefully in a whisper. Whispers loudly. Stage whisper, so the people in the back row can hear. And this will be the conscience of both the bride and the groom. So this represents the little devil on one shoulder of each of them, and this is the little angel on the other shoulder of each of them. And this is whispering a lot, saying, "But your mother will hate this. Oh, but the brother likes you." But so this is gonna add a lot of confusion to our story, because this person has to play four parts. This one plays 2 parts. This one plays 4 parts. This is a part by itself, as are those 2. So there's our little drama. I could have done something important in these minutes I've been here, in the 15 minutes and 27 seconds I've been talking to myself. I could have washed the dishes in the sink, but that's planned for next week. Now, I don't know when I'm going to wash the dishes in the sink. Oh, my kitty's here. Tina. Oh, good kitty. Sit where you're going to be. You're going to be right there. Tina. Come on. Orca used to like to sit up your kitty. This one likes it from time to time, but Orca would always just want to be next to me. Hijack, the cat I had before Orca, he was trained in such a way he did not ever get up on a table. He just never did that. Orca didn't care. This cat, Tina is wacky. Tina does not like wet food, does not like treats. So easy to care for. There's no smelly food. There's no need for treats. It doesn't like people's food at all. Orca and Hijack loved people food. Tomato sauce was a favorite of Orca's, and ice cream Hijack liked. But Tina, nope, not even interested. Well, here's the script. Should I send this to MGM? Are they going to buy this script? I guess I don't have a car chase in it. Maybe the mother will chase the car on its way to the elopement. And maybe they'll use the brother. The brother will be driving the mother, and grandma. They'll be running after the couple and the foursome. Just a delight. All of these pens are delightful. Come on, brother, bro. Yeah, he's the brother, all right. Very masculine. He takes after his mother. Strong. Where the father is in this story, I do not know. Maybe that'll be the cliffhanger at the end of season 1. The milkman will come to the door. People don't have milkmen now, do they? They used to. I remember a milkman. This had been on my desk. It still is. It's still on my desk. Okay, folks. See ya.